Hi and welcome to this tutorial where I'm going to show you how to add a rib and a high neck and cuffs and bottom to the Stash Buster sweater pattern. So once you've finished a Stash Buster, I have one right here, and now you have the possibility to add a rib at the neck, cuffs and bottom. So I'm gonna turn the sweater over. And I'm gonna insert my hook in a back corner stitch here. And then I'm gonna grab whatever yarn I have in my stash and make a slip knot like that. Place it on my hook and pull it through. And then I'm gonna make a chain, and you can really choose for yourself how long you want this chain to be. I'm gonna make 40 chains, but really it depends on how high you want your turtleneck to be. I want it to be so high that I can fold it down so I can get some extra warmth around my neck. But it's totally up to you. So chain for as high as you want the neck rib to be. Once you made your desired length in chains, I'm gonna chain 2 more, and these are turning chains. I yarn over and insert my hook in the 3rd chain from the hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, so we make a double crochet stitch. So yarn over, insert hook in the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And just continue making these double crochets all the way down the chain that we just made. And whenever you feel like changing color, just do that. Just as you've been doing with the rest of your Stash Buster. Play around with colors and textures or don't. That's totally up to you. So just continue with double crochets, 1 double crochet in each stitch all the way down. And I'm also gonna make a double crochet in this first chain we made here, like that. And now I'm gonna attach this to the original neckline we have down here, and I'm just gonna place this loose end here so I can crochet over it and fasten off as I go. But since we already worked in this stitch, the next stitch we're gonna work in is this one. And I'm gonna just make a single crochet stitch. So I insert my hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both loops. And I'm gonna make 4 of those. So this was the first. 2, 3, 4 single crochets. And usually I wouldn't fasten off or attach it here with 4 stitches, but since the neckline is quite big, I want the rib to go more inwards. If you want it to go more straight up, I recommend attaching it with 3 single crochets down here, 2 or 3, depending on how narrow you want the neck to be. I hope it makes sense. But for now, I'm just gonna turn it over here. And now we are gonna crochet back up again here. So I'm gonna insert my hook in the last double crochet that we made. And I'm only gonna do it in the back loop. So I yarn over and insert my hook through the back loop, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And just continue all the way up with double crochets, back loop only. Like that. On the very last stitch up here, I'm gonna insert my hook through the whole stitch. I just think it makes a nicer edge. But I'm still gonna do a double crochet just through the whole stitch instead of just the back loop only. And that was that. Now I'm gonna chain 2, and these are turning chains. And I'm gonna turn over, yarn over and insert my hook in the back loop only, and crochet back down with double crochets. Once I did double crochets back loop only all the way down to the bottom here, I'm just gonna attach with 4 single crochets in the next stitches here at the original neckline. So I just insert my hook and make single crochets here. That was 2, 3, and 4. Turn over and crochet back up again. Back loop only, double crochets. And just continue to crochet back and forth like this until you've covered the whole neckline. And then you can sew or crochet the last and first row together. But I'm gonna show you how I do it. Yes, so here it is so far. I think you get the idea. Happy crocheting! Now I crocheted up and down all the way around the neckline, and I have 4 stitches left here. So I'm just gonna attach with the 4 single crochets and crochet up and down again. But since each sweater is different and made from your measurements, it's not certain that you will have 4 stitches left here. You could have 3 or 2 or 1. If you have 1, if you have 1 left only, I would just connect the first and last row. If you have 2 left, I would make 2 single crochets and only crochet up. And once I'm at the top, I would connect the first and the last row together all the way back down. And if you have 3 or 4, make single crochets in the 3 or 4 stitches you have here and crochet up and down. I really hope it makes sense. But I have 4, so I will just continue as we've been doing with attaching down here with single crochets in all of the stitches. So for example, if I only had 2, I would just turn over here and only crochet up. Now I crocheted up and down here, and if you have 1 stitch left, I would simply just attach with a slip stitch down here at the bottom. If you have zero stitches left, I would just attach it either in the last stitch where you did the single crochet, or in the first stitch where you started up all of these rows, so like that. I'm gonna attach mine here like that, and now I'm ready to assemble the first and last row here, and you can sew them together or crochet them together. That's really a matter of preference. I'm gonna crochet them together, so I'm just gonna insert my hook here and use the yarn that I'm already working on, and then I'm gonna insert my hook from the down side and up like that, yarn over and pull it all the way through, so we're making a slip stitch, and then I'm gonna turn 2 seconds like that, and then I'm gonna turn the work over and do the same. So from the down side, from the inside out, insert my hook, yarn over and pull through, and also pull it through, so we're making a slip stitch. And then I'm gonna do the same on the opposite side, so from the inside out, yarn over and pull it all the way through, and just sort of zigzagging my way up here. Once you've connected the 2 sides all the way up, just cut the yarn with enough to weave it in. Now you have a finished rib here that you can just fold down and have a nice turtleneck that can bring warmth around your neck. And what we did up here is actually the same when you need to add a rib, if you want to add a rib at the bottom of the sleeves and the bottom of the sweater. Only the startup chains shouldn't be 40 chains or however many you did. Of course, you should just make them the length you want your cuffs to be. For this sweater I'm wearing here, I made 10 chains plus 2 turning chains, but otherwise it's exactly the same, with 4 single crochets when you attach them, and otherwise working with double crochets back loop only all the way around. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Thank you for following.